I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad.
We've seen it done well.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
And we've seen it done not so well.
I don't like sand.
Expressing the thoughts and feelings of a character through speech isn't easy.
This is a work in progress.
That's why we're going to show you 4 strategies for success. This is What is a Monologue? Before I start my monologue, hit the subscribe button below and click the bell icon to make sure you don't miss more storytelling videos.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, you can say that again.
In simplest terms, a monologue is a long speech given by a single character. The term monologue is derived from the Greek monos for alone and logos for speech. A monologue is a tool writers use to communicate what's happening in their characters' heads.
I simply am not there.
But unlike dialogue, which takes the form of a conversation between 2 or more people, monologue only goes one way.
See, here I am now by myself, talking to myself. That's chaos theory.
This can be done both internally to oneself
So where are you? You're in some motel room?
or externally to other characters and or the audience.
I drink your milkshake.
Now that we know what a monologue is, let's examine some writing approaches.
My name is Lester Burnham. This is my neighborhood. In less than a year, I'll be dead.
The internal monologue allows us to hear the thoughts and feelings that a character is unable or unwilling to externalize.
Look at that subtle off-white coloring. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my God. It even has a watermark.
This technique articulates a character's inner voice, giving us access to their mental processes, often in real time. It can be done dramatically.
When deep space exploration ramps up, it'll be the corporations that name everything.
Or comedically.
Who is this character in the hospital? And why was he trying to kill Nordberg? And for whom?
Sometimes an internal monologue can become external and even internal again.
It was easy for all of us to disappear. My house was in my mother-in-law's name. My cars were registered to my wife. My social security cards and driver's licenses were phonies.
The Goodfellas screenplay uses voiceover to communicate Henry Hill's internal monologue. But in the courtroom, the monologue is externalized. Henry has let the secret out and squealed on his former partners in crime.
Didn't matter. Didn't mean anything. When I was broke, I would go out and rob some more. He ran everything.
The shame of the confession returns his monologue back to his mind.
I'm an average nobody. Get to live the rest of my life like a schnook.
You can play with this internal-external boundary in your own writing. Just make sure to consider the impact it has on other characters and the audience.
As we walked along the flat block marina, I was calm on the outside, but thinking all the time.
Now that we've established some effective ways to write internal monologues, let's look at some external examples.
We have to always be extraordinary. But somehow we're always doing it wrong.
A soliloquy is a type of monologue in which a character speaks aloud to themselves.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Hamlet's to be or not to be speech is perhaps the most iconic example.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
We've seen countless interpretations of Shakespeare's tragedy from script to screen. In Kenneth Branagh's version, we see the eponymous Prince of Denmark confront his mortality through a mirror play.
Perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what Dreams may come.
Soliloquies often take the form of a confrontation with one's reflection. Where a character's inner thoughts leak out into the real world.
You talking to me? Well, then who the hell else are you talking to? Talking to me?
Filmmakers can play with tone to turn this convention into something playful or sinister.
The board members. You killed them. We killed them. We? Remember your little accident in the laboratory?
Sometimes writers introduce a double to turn a soliloquy into a dialogue, so a character can have a conversation with themselves.
Why the long face, Tiger? What if I can't handle him?
There's no one correct way to write a soliloquy.
Anyhow, I brought them all out here into the middle of nowhere. It's all my fault. Whether you promised them something or not, you gotta remember, they wanted to come.
If you're writing one, start by asking yourself, why is my character speaking to themselves when they could be speaking to somebody else?
That's right.
What are they afraid of sharing or hoping somebody might overhear?
It's just a complete waste of time.
I'm really sorry you feel that way, Carm.
A well-written soliloquy can add nuance and irony to your story.
Claire?
Soliloquy is a speech to the self. Our next type redirects the spoken word to others. Dramatic monologue is when a character gives a long speech to other characters and or the audience. We see this all the time, on small scales.
I look at you, I don't see an intelligent, confident man. I see a cocky, scared, helpless kid.
And large scales.
All remaining systems will bow to the First Order, and will remember this as the last day of the Republic!
When writing a dramatic monologue, think about how the audience will react, and what that reaction might suggest about the speech's diegetic effect.
And it's truly with a heavy heart that I'm here to say that that day is finally here.
This technique is very situational. Writers should always consider the language and tone their characters use when speaking to different people.
I don't make mistakes. I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better.
A camp counselor's raving speech about summer game competitions may not have the same gravitas as a king's notice of his country's declaration of war.
This message.
Spoken with the same depth of feeling for each one of you, as if I were able to cross your threshold and speak to you.
Myself.
He'll never change. Ever since he was 9, always the same. Couldn't keep his hands out of the cash drawer.
When a character fails to tailor their speech to their audience, they risk rhetorical failure. Like when a flustered Chuck McGill breaks down on the stand and fails to convince the Bar Association of his mental well-being.
And you have to stop him.
Nothing further.
Of course, you can always break the fourth wall and have your character monologue directly to the audience, creating an intimate connection between character and viewer.
Moments like this require someone who will act. Will do the unpleasant thing, the necessary thing.
The dramatic monologue is the most common form of monologue.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Mastering it can transform any wordsmith into a speech-writing maestro.
We're going to survive! Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Monologues are usually spoken, but our final type adds some melody. A musical monologue is a monologue that incorporates song and sometimes dance to give rhythm to a character's speech.
When will my reflection show?
This technique adds a melodic outlet for characters to express their emotions and ideas.
I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter.
A musical monologue can take the form of a soliloquy in which a character confronts themselves through singing.
If there's another way to go, I missed it 20 long years ago. My life was a war that could never be won. They gave me a number and they murdered Valjean when they chained me and left me for dead.
Or a dramatic form in which they target their musicality at other characters or the audience. In La La Land, Mia monologues her audition both to the casting director and the audience. It's a rare moment where we're unsure whether or not the character is breaking the fourth wall.
She captured a feeling, sky with no ceiling, the sunset inside a frame.
Justin Hurwitz describes the scene in saying, "It starts with Mia talking to the film's director and the casting director. The song proper starts when she says, 'Barefoot she smiled.' When I first composed that, those were notes that had pitches. But as we started thinking about actually making the scene, we were rehearsing it with Emma, and Damien was thinking about how the scene was going to be shaped. It became clear that those needed to kind of be pitchless. She needed to slip into song, so there's a gradation from spoken to song."
Barefoot. She smiled.
Leapt without looking and tumbled into the sand.
You can incorporate both speech and song into your monologue, or just one or the other. Both work in their own sweet-sounding way.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glory.
Just remember that giving a speech while music is playing doesn't count.
In '87, Huey released this. 4, their most accomplished album. I think their undisputed masterpiece is Hip to Be Square. A song so catchy, most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should, because it's not just about the pleasures of conformity and the importance of trends, it's also a personal statement about the band itself. Hey, Paul!
As you're writing your monologue, consider genre, tone, and audience. For structure's sake, don't forget our 4 types: internal, soliloquy, dramatic, and musical. Each type offers its own unique benefits for communicating the thoughts and feelings of characters. What do you think? Did we miss your favorite monologue? Let us know in the comments below.
You sly dog! You got me monologuing! I can't believe it.
If you're ready to start writing a monologue of your own, Studio Binder has you covered. That's all this time.
You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security.